Hello, welcome to this short yoga practice for back pain. Could it be anything else this week? I'm going to just share a few movements that I have been doing myself to help me this week with my back being really quite painful. So I have got other videos on yoga for lower back pain. Maybe some of those movements are more for when you are starting to get into that recovery stage. So I thought I'd share, and I did have a question from a lovely lady in the VIP space about some of those movements being just a little bit too much. So rein it back in a bit for today's session. So we're going to begin on our back, and this is a super helpful position to be in if your back is really bad. So I'm going to gingerly make my way down using my elbows and just come right onto the back with the knees bent and the feet flat. So constructive rest pose, this is where it's at. If your back goes and it's really painful, just come down to this position, fully supported by the floor. Hands can be on the belly or maybe out to the side, and we're just looking to relax really here because there's a lot of tension and fear that comes with back pain. It really makes you kind of go, oh, kind of like draw in, to your center and scrunch everything up. So we can feel supported here, which is nice. Wiggle the shoulders down away from the ears. Bring the hands onto the belly or out by the side of your body and close your eyes. And just begin to relax as best you can. Just let the floor hold your weight and support your spine. If you can, just notice the breath. Notice where in your body you feel your breath the most. Good. And then see if you can direct your breath down into the belly just to relax the nervous system a little bit. See if you can get your belly to rise a little more than before on the in-breath, and then just release on the out-breath. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose or the mouth. Good. Just a few more of those. Stay with it. Hopefully starting to just feel slightly less tense. So let's just do a little arch and flatten now. This can be to any degree that feels comfortable for you. So when my back went on Wednesday, this arch movement, just a slight rolling forwards of the pelvis, was too much. So it was just a set, really very gentle, subtle, almost feather-like movement, and then I built up. So it could be just a tiny movement, and you won't see much on camera, but you're looking to just roll your tailbone forward so that you get a little bit of an arch under that spine, and then the opposite, the tuck. So again, I couldn't do this on Wednesday, pressing into the feet to almost take the weight of the buttocks into a bridge, but not quite, but just to lift slightly and tuck under. Couldn't do it. Couldn't lift to slide a towel under my back.
So it just shows you, but keeping going with these movements day by day, every day, it slowly started to work. So a tuck and an arch on the breath in. So I like to breathe in here so that your belly is nice and open. And breathe out as you tuck. Just press into the feet. Feel as if you could slide a piece of paper even under the glutes. And even if you haven't got a bad back, these movements I do all the time anyway, just to maintain the spinal mobility. So it's good for everyone. Hmm. Know that you're supported by the ground. Good. And then after your next one, or maybe the one after, if it feels good, you could do a couple more. Let your pelvis come to stillness, maybe a little rock side to side. Just notice again that snug stability of your back on the floor. And then if it feels okay and you want to try to lift into a bridge, you can do a few of those. So we'll roll forwards on the breath in and tuck under on the breath out and maybe lift. Maybe now you could slide a yoga block under the glutes as you lift and lower. If that's still not possible, there's still too much pain there, just go back to the ever so slightly feather-like movement, arch and flatten, or maybe just lifting slightly so that you could slide that piece of paper. I'm getting now so I can lift the glutes a little higher, so I'm going to work with that. Lovely. Hmm. Really feel your spine. Only move to where feels okay. Don't push into pain. Release again. Relax. Breathe into the belly. Good. Now let's do a little pelvic clock. So breathing in as you tilt the tailbone forwards. See if you can take your pelvis around to 3 o'clock on your clock. So lifting the left sit bone slightly. Again, only to the degree that feels comfortable. And then a slight tuck as you come around to 6. And a slight tilt to the left as you lift the right sit bone and roll onto your left sit bone to 9 o'clock and then roll into your little arch to 12 o'clock to any degree that feels okay for you. Really nice, slow, smooth, clockwise circles. Let's go, couple more. And then let's take it the other way. So we're at 12 with that little arch in the spine. And we'll roll to 9 o'clock, lifting that right sit bone just a fraction. We're not going too high. And then tuck it around to 6. So the pelvis tilts towards the face. And around again to 3, lifting that left sit bone slightly. And all the way to 12. There's not much going on in the knees. So I'm not swinging my knees around. The knees are fairly stable here. We're doing an anti-clockwise circle now. Feel nice. So any pain, then stop and rest or make the movement smaller. Good. One more. And rest. Lovely. Take a break, breathe in, sigh. Okay. Now, if you can, I'm going to pick the feet up off the floor, take one hand on each knee. You can keep the knees away from your body if that's as far as you can get. So if there's a lot of pain or any pain as you bring the knees towards the chest, then just keep them here, support them with the hands, and maybe just do some gentle rocking across that sacrum area. That can feel nice in itself, like a little massage, especially if it's really low back pain like mine. Feels really good. Or if it feels good to draw the knees in a little bit on an out breath and let them float away on an in breath, you could do that movement. Slow and steady. So if we don't move our bodies quickly, then we can feel into what feels nice, what feels good, and anything that causes pain, we can back off. Again, we're fully supported by the floor here, so no muscular effort involved. Good. And if you want to stay here with the knees out, side to side, or you could take really, really gentle circles. Great, at least we're moving, hey. What we've got to be grateful for. Now, I'm going to bring the feet back down and I'm going to try a twisting movement. Again, slow, steady, gentle. Take the feet wide. Don't have them together. Give yourself lots of space. Support yourself with your arms as well and use your breath. So we're going to breathe in the center with the knees pointing up to the ceiling, and then breathing out, start to breathe out as you drop the knees towards the left. Go to where you can. So maybe you just go halfway and then you bring them back up on an in-breath and an out-breath to the right and an in-breath. One back up. Breath to the left. Try it out. If it feels okay, you could go a little further. Use your breath, breathing in to move the knees back to center, breathing out gently to the right. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Start the inhale, bring the knees back up. And then a couple more. If you want to, you can roll your head to the opposite side that your knees are facing. For a full body twist. Great. And then rest. Okay, we're going to come over onto all fours. So if this is difficult for you, take your time, really take your time. So maybe you just roll all of your body onto your side, first of all. Use your hands to press into the floor to bring you up slowly, slowly. And then coming onto all fours. Ah, beautiful. So, gentle cat-cow, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We'll drop the belly, lift the head and tail as much as you can. So it might, again, be very, very small movements. And then the same when you round the back. Keep it as small as you need to. If you've got a sensation of a nice stretch, so my back just feels really stiff at the moment, but it feels nice to stretch. That's good. If you've got any sharp pain, that's not good. Your body is telling you that this movement is not right for you right now. So you could work with just hands and knees, neutral spine.
and maybe just rocking the pelvis side to side, releasing any tension in the hips. Do what feels right for your body. Listen to your body. Beautiful. So we're going to try child's pose. Now, again, full child's pose might not be good because of the forward folding. So what I found on the first couple of days was I couldn't come all the way down. So I needed to build up my platform here. So maybe it's forehead onto hands, but if this isn't even too much, then you could bring your forearms down. Just keep your spine neutral, keep your neck nice and long, and then progress to relaxing down onto the hands. Just feel your spine. Try your best to invite the muscles to soften, release. So if it feels good to you, you could take a full child's pose. You might even place your hand on your back here and just give it a little rub. Don't touch. Okay, we're going to make our way onto our belly now. So bringing yourself forwards, all the way down onto your belly. Do that however you want to. So I'm going to come through a little sphinx and then take the elbows wide and turn my head to one side, separate the legs. Now, what's nice here is to just rock the pelvis. So again, we're fully supported by the ground and just having this gentle roll movement from side to side. Just feeling the spine, the muscles, the fluid, just getting a little jiggle. Feels really nice. Feels nice when you're going through pain and you are struggling to be able to do something rather than just, be completely still. So I hope this gives you some sense of that you're doing something without pushing too far. So just let everything come to stillness again. Let the heels swap to the sides. Elbows are around level with head in a cactus position. Relax best you can. Give your body the chance here in this supported posture to let go. Maybe you can switch off the muscle tightening in the glutes around the spine, belly, neck, shoulders. And then, okay, so we're going to come up into a very, very gentle back bend. So all we're going to do is keeping our elbows down for support and stability, lifting the head so the chest might lift a little bit. And then we're going to turn the head to the other side and place it back down. Relax. Again. I'm going to draw my heels so that they come in now, face the ceiling, so that my legs engage a little bit to support my back. Lift head on an in-breath, turn to the other side and exhale back down. And then take a full breath, maybe rock. So just repeat that if you can. So it's a bit gentler than a sphinx pose. As the elbows are wide, we're staying really low so the back can stay nice and long, but it's getting some strengthening. We're doing something.
Don't forget to switch off in between. Really important because these muscles are getting overly contracted with fear. So take as many sign breaths, rock it out, wiggle, shake. Ah. And then before you lift, I like to just draw my heels in just to engage the legs. Your body will do it automatically. Engage these muscles around here to protect your spine. As you lift, keep it nice and low. Turn and lower. Last one. Exhale and lower. Lovely. How are we doing? So from here, if you wanted to progress into your Sphinx, this is a little bit more of a back bend. So we've got the elbows under the shoulders, tucking the tailbone slightly, drawing the navel to the spine just to protect that low back. So don't let your back arch here. Don't let your shoulders come up around your ears. That's going to create too much arch and compression. Press into the elbows, press the shoulders away from the ears, but tuck. Press your navel towards your spine so you've got some core support. If this pinches the back and doesn't feel good, then stay in your wide cobra. You could do a couple more of those, or just rest with the hands under the head. So you've got a really gentle, supported back bend. You see? So it's just an ever so slight lift in the spine. Great. And then, however you wish, bring yourself back up to all fours. And take the knees a little bit wider this time and just circle the hips. So circling around. Again, this could be really small movements. Just nice to release tension in the hips as well. That can be another place I noticed my body was storing tension with back pain. And then go the other way. How are we doing? Bring yourself down onto your back once again. Take your time. Again, if you're feeling like you need that support, drop onto the elbows to bring yourself down. Walk your feet in. To come back to your constructive rest. Wiggle your shoulders down away from your ears. Rest your hands on your belly. And we come back to that belly breath. Breathe in through the nose, close the eyes. And breathe out through the nose or the nose. Good. Feel your back fully supported and held by the earth. And let the belly breathing go. Just take your arms out to the side. Take the feet a bit wider. Let the knees just drop in and rest on each other now. And just let go of any effort or control. And simply rest. Enjoy this time. Know that this phase of your life will pass. It is not nice to be in pain. I totally get it. It will pass. This experience is temporary. Deep breath in. Sigh. Maybe have a stretch. Take it easy with your stretch. Ah, and if it feels good, bring your knees in. If not, no worries, keep them out. Take any movement here that feels good. Circles, rocking, side to side. And roll to your side. Stretch that top leg back. Slowly press yourself up and very carefully come back to a seat of your choice. Doesn't have to be seated like this. Thank you so much. I hope this has helped. This is kind of what I do when my back is quite bad. So I hope that it's helped you as well in some small way today. Do let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you if you found this practice useful. Tell other people about it and share the practice, share the love. Back pain is not fun. So if we can help each other, then let's do that. Okay. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Take care.